Hello guys and welcome back, Hearts of Iron 4 time, and I'm actually quite excited for today's play session because despite the what I thought was a catastrophe of a situation of losing some footage and the allies and everyone piling in on China due to them joining in with this, I'm actually quite excited because this game is now going to go somewhere different and interesting. And let me share my thoughts before we jump into my goals for today's session and where we're going to go with it. So, as you know, whilst China was subjugating one of the warlords, the Allies for some reason decided to jump in and accept them into the Allies, and now they're at war with China. China is at war with the Allies and with Japan. Japan is at war with the Allies. I think that's it. The Allies are at war with Germany and China. China and Germany, China and the Axis are now friends, and the Soviet Union, well, I don't know what's going to happen over there. But, I mean, this could be interesting. I don't really want the Germans as a neighbour. I won't trust them. But we might be able to take some benefit out of that. If Germany gets too strong for the Allies to defeat, they won't be able to come after me. That's going to keep the British handy. Maybe Germany might even defeat Britain, which I don't know if I've ever seen the AI do, apart from when they played me the very first time I played this game. So that's going to be interesting. Japan's going to get squeezed out between the vengeful USA and emerging China. I'm pretty certain of that, because we're going to squeeze them out, for sure. But what if China has to then take on the world? This could be a game that runs easily into the 1970s, because I've seen that happen before. There's going to be a lot goes on. What we need to win a global war like this, there's two things. The way you win wars in Hearts of Iron 4 is to knock out the enemy's core states. So if we wanted to knock out the Allies, we'd have to invade the US and invade Great Britain. We wouldn't need to waste time taking all the United Kingdom's territory in Africa. There's benefits to knocking that out, don't get me wrong. But we'd go after the core states and the major powers. Getting there? That would be a different matter. We would have to build a navy to get across, and we'd have to either hop that way or go through whatever's in the way this way. That's a tough challenge. But we also win wars by controlling resources in this game. And what we have out in this section of the world in particular is the world's rubber supply and a good chunk of the world's fuel supply as well. Yes, America's got quite a lot, but if we can corner the fuel supply, the oil supply, the Allies, especially Britain, well, they're going to be weakened for sure. And rubber as well. So we're in a good location to do that. And if they want to make a fight out of it, I'm going to give them one. So we might be watching this in the 70s with modern Chinese tanks and modern Chinese cruisers and destroyers being spewed out to the factories and dockyards. We will see. So, on that note, and everything is recording today, I am double checking, we've got to have goals for today. And the goals are fairly simple, I would think. We have to push Japan out of Indochina because that gives us access to an amazing rubber supply. And in doing so, we will also end up pushing the Siamese out of Siam, which will give us access to even more nice materials. And that puts us on a border with British Malaya. That's going to be the end goal of this military campaign, to then take this, because this gives us a huge chunk of rubber, aluminium, huge chunk of tungsten for everything we'll need, and some bonus steel. This is everything, apart from oil, that China needs. Oil is a different matter. However, we can probably gain some oil from around here. We can trade with the Middle East for oil at the moment, so that's not a problem. But Japan will push everyone out of here, I'm fairly confident. And as we emerge all-powerful, we will push Japan out of those and take that oil for ourselves. So that's going to be a good thing. We're going to reorganize the armed forces a little bit. We're going to have some coastal defense forces, which are basically full infantry divisions sitting in ports. How many? I don't know. These are the sort of things. Proper infantry divisions, just purely defensive. I probably don't need 4 per port anymore. I might keep 4 per port until I'm sure Japan is not so hot, or at least until I have a good reserve backed up. But we can reduce that to 3 or even 2. We've got to watch for the Allies as well now coming across the sea. So that is another thing. But that's okay. So that will free up some troops, and we'll put these in a new theatre. In fact, let's create this now, and we'll call this China Defence, shall we? Or China... Yeah, China Defence. Or Coastal Defence. It doesn't matter. I didn't actually mean to put them in there. Where are these bods at? All right, that's actually okay because they are coastal defense. So let's put one of our super powerful spare field marshals in there. Who's the best at defense? I mean, this guy's so good. I've probably got some spares, actually. Let me just have a look at the other armies for a second. So do we have any field marshals? I don't think we have there. Making sure I haven't got any still in army command, which it looks like I have not, so that's fine. What's your stats like? He is, he's very good at attacking. So I don't think it really matters. So if we go over here, we will put one of the good ones in. They're defending coasts, so I don't want to really worry about this too much. Defensive doctrine is a good one. Infantry division defense is another. Let's put Wang Yao Wu, because I don't expect too many dudes to be trying this. Japan's tried so many coastal attacks and failed. They'll hopefully not try too many more. So for coastal defense, let's put the proper divisions in that we want. If I go back up here, I'm pretty sure... Let's not click on the generals. Let's find out where they are. So there's stuff on the front line. Nope, we're not moving that. This is coastal defense, so that's cool. They go straight into there. Who else is in here? There's something with only 12 divisions in. Have I replaced someone from there? I think I made a mistake there. Is that balked? Tu Yu Ming? He's there. He's very good at defense. We will... Hopefully that will right itself. We might have to reload the game. But hopefully that will right itself. Who else is on the coast then? Cancel. Right, these guys... Oh yeah, that's just just reserve divisions holding the line up there. That's cool. We will have some more. I did bring some more reserve divisions down here. They're just holding inner cities at the moment. Not on the front line. A useful reserve, I think. I do have some more stuff on the coast. I'm absolutely sure I do. Like these guys, for example. These are not proper infantry divisions. Okay, that's interesting. But I do have them in there. They obviously want to be in the coastal defense. Is that this 12 force here? That's this force here. Okay. Let's put them in there. So we'll probably expand that. Why are you... Oh, they're not there. That's okay. So I think that's most of the coastal defense force. Which is absolutely fine. And that's sorted out. So what we're going to do is slowly make sure they are upgraded and move them along to where they are needed as well. That will work absolutely fine. We might find that this army doesn't even need to be in there anymore. The Air Force, well, that's under construction. And I think we're ready just to roll some time. I will put some more of these into basic training because it's nice to have just lots of divisions kicking about. And I want to put them around here. And we're going to create a separate army, I think, just to cover Communist China, because I don't fully trust Communist China. With good reason. Okay, we can't build the naval subs yet because we don't have mine laying ability. So that's something we're going to work on. And other than that, I think the objective is just to hold a defensive line. Let the Allies batter themselves to death on it. Whilst we get some supplies built. Supplies seem to be the issue at the moment. So, I mean, construction is going faster than it ever used to. So that is good news for us. If you can just let me know where we're building these things, that would be awesome. So that's good news. Oh, we better upgrade that as well. We kind of want all the links to be upgraded. And we might need a supply hub at the end of there too. Non-aggression pact from Bulgaria. I'll accept it. Okay, so we've got to look at the possibilities of Soviet Union. Okay, so we've got people there trying to improve relations. We're going to see how that goes. Did I do the same with Germany? I did not. Do I want to do it? Oh, they quite like us anyway. That's fine. We don't need to do that then. It's just for the focuses in the tree. We can get some benefits out of that. I don't know who I'd rather have on my border, the Soviet Union or Germany. I wouldn't really trust either. Anyway, we need Germany to stay in the war. Where are we on? We're in 42. Okay, so Germany hasn't conquered Europe yet. Hungary's doing its thing. Germany's giving them some concessions. That's interesting to see. That is a dangerous bulge there. Where I need my horsemen, don't I? I need my cavalry. Let's bring them up there. There's a train there. And I just need to just ram the cavalry through and go in. Hopefully we hold this and defend. That's a dangerous looking bulge in the front lines. I'd rather be behind this river. We need some air power over here, I think. God, we need air power everywhere. I've got aircraft there. Is this all right? Okay, let's... It's really quick to build a couple of airfields. But we are going to have to do it. So, and then we can get fighters into all of these. Oh, I need to put those on priority. I mean, these will be built super fast. And the only thing I should probably have is that still on priority. Just to get that finished, because that's a slow old build. But the airfields are quite fast. What is the situation with our aircraft? We do not have enough. We never have enough. We can see this from here. We've got... okay, we've got some ground attack stuff. Currently doing not very much. And in production, we're short of fighters. So that's okay. I'm going to let that roll on. Unfulfilled import requests. We're not getting the rubber from France. Yeah. The rubber's a problem. We're not getting everything through. Vichy France is trying to. We will not get it across the sea. So this is our only opportunity to get rubber. And it's going to be slow until we've done some conquering down here. Which is, hopefully, the goal of today's little episode. Right. Did my horsemen appear where I asked them to be? Well, they're not out of supply there yet. We're going to go straight across. I've also got to deal with the communists. Recon companies are nice. We're in 42. I should probably get engineers. Because we don't have the supplies to put these in, but we could put engineers into everything. Just for extra entrenchment. I also need to think about garrison divisions. There's already at the point where there's just so much. Losing trains to enemy logistics airstrikes. Yes, we need to get some fighter cover. Without a shadow of a doubt. We're going to have to get some naval bombers and things on the go as well. And we're behind with this. Okay, let me get some AA. So many things to think about. United Kingdom declared war on Vichy France. Vichy France has joined the Axis. United Kingdom. Okay. I'm not really involved in the British-French war, but for some reason, I now am. Right, just moved a load of big divisions in there that are sadly out of supply. Can we bulldoze through that? We might be able to bulldoze through that. Let's put some support in over there. Where's those? Where's those? Well, we have support, so that's good. Must be, is it alt? It's alt. Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong thing. I'd kind of like to cut this off and at least get to the river to hold. But it's just supplies we're waiting for. Non-aggression pact from Slovakia. These non-aggression pacts mean nothing when the enemy are in a faction, as we saw with the Allies one. Right, you guys can go into there now. Let's make sure we actually do get this. So we've got the advanced small airframe. We've got enough experience to actually go ahead and make this as well. And we've got the guns. We can research cannons too. It's okay. They'll come later. They will. Infantry stuff is September. There's nothing desperate. Well, I mean, it is desperate, but we're actually up to speed with things. The armor needs to come on. We're just a bit behind with this, sadly. And Navy, because we are just behind with it, let's get the basics of a Navy. Submarine mine laying. Then I can actually start that in production. So did my cavalry make it in here? And did we manage to take control of these areas? Have they got in? Looks like the enemy have managed to reinforce that. We are going to push them out of there because this bulge is awful. Are these are decentish sort of soldiers, so we can attack with them. We should probably pull them back though. These things are, I think they're getting too much, they're taking too much supply for the situations that we're in there. Oh, I didn't even have the big ones in. Well, that explains a lot then. Let's pull them back. Yeah, we've made some small progress. But if I can come and bring the big divisions in and just wipe out some of those other dudes, we're good. Non-aggression pact. Oh, no, okay. I'll take that, definitely. We've got the mining commission. Now, what this does, this, unfortunately, we've now got low inflation, I think. Do we have it? Does it say on here? Where's it going to be? Surrender limits. Max entrenchment. Division defense. Oh, here. So we've got low inflation. So what we'd like to do is get rid of that. If this reduces inflation and basically gets us back to where we were before, which can be useful. And then we can go with that to get military factories at the cost of inflation. Anyway, a little bit of inflation I can live with for the moment. Elite Mountaineers. I can't do the mission to Germany. Why? German Reich has not capitulated and not von Halkenhausen recalled. So I don't think we can ever do that. So this requires... Tell me what this requires. So, this is a Soviet, is it? Invite Soviet advisors. Free France existence not capitulated as a peace. Soviet Union. Or maybe this is with the French then. We get bonus for the Mountaineers. We could do with Mountaineers because we're fighting through some horrendous territory out there. It's not great for dragging cavalry divisions and stuff through. And I think this is the Free France one, or it's one of them. I'm not sure which, but we're happy with one of them. I'm gonna pick it because while it's there, I think it's a good idea to go with it. Hang on, Free France we can't be happy with. No, it's the Soviet Union. They have elite mountaineers in the Soviet Union? Well, that's new. Chief of the Air Force. What's our max cap? Our current max value is 120 on this. We might have too many advisors. I can put an aircraft advisor in, but these don't look good. What's it saying that I can do? I can modify the government. I can change the industrial concern. Why? Oh, because I've got the mining commission. 10% resource gain. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good one to go in there, and it's so cheap. We'll take that, because resources are always an issue. It's the rubber. Anyway, what's the status with... Right, supply depots. It's there. It's nearly built. Nearly. You just need to hold on, guys. Just hold on a bit longer. Right, let's put some in there. Some in there. Actually, let's take one of you guys into there. Gonna split these up. Let's see if we... What was that? Castles in the air. Design a plane with certain air defense value and deploy at least a full air wing of them. 100 planes. We must have done... What have we done? It's interesting to say that we've just achieved that, considering that none of these are fully at 100. So, I don't know what that's all about. Right, you lot go into there as well. You can help with the fight. I mean, there's a big artillery divisions backed by cavalry. It's the way to do it. And these guys... We're under attack, that's okay. We shall move forward. We'll push forward. I want to get to the river. It makes a lot of sense to me to be at the river. Oh, you may as well go and assist in there and make sure that gets pushed out. See, it makes a huge difference having these big cavalry things in here. They've got proper arse-kicking ability of these. Hang on, you lot can help with that. And you lot can help with that. Because this has suddenly turned into a bit of a fight here. Okay, let's back out. We can't get supplied, so let's back out. We will bring in some other reserve cavalry that's in a better condition supply-wise and see if we can make a difference there. I would just like to get over there. It's not foolproof, but I mean, it's... I think it's valuable to us. Modify the officer corps. We could start doing stuff with the Navy, actually. Spirit of the Naval Academy. Instilled aggression. Signals training. +1 maneuvering. Coordination. That's good. Starting level of new Navy leaders +2. Navy intelligence to others. That might be a good one. Navy leader cost is reduced. And a Grand Fleet. Grand Fleet is... let's go that. Navy leader cost. I'll do that one. Right, are we in a position? They're sort of running off. Pause a sec, because I can't actually target the one I want here. I'd like you to come in from there. And you to throw some support. And you to throw some support. So, I'd like to push that back. It would just suit me right down to the ground. And we really need to get some supplies down here as well. It's nearly there. Which one is it? It's this one. And then are we still going to be in a massive... It's not going to be great across here, is it still? Not good. Not good at all. So what have we got? Ace pilot promoted. We've got 100 points here. Is there anything we can actually do that's kind of useful? I'm going to go for the counter-infiltration sweep. Because I don't want those communists to build up. It's like having to watch your back door all the time. What have we got from Vichy France? Non-aggression pact. Accept. Make sure that Soviet Union is still happy with us. Yep, it's okay. Fuel situation is not good. We could trade with them for fuel now. I mean, we've got like a best part of a year, so it's not dire. Have we got proper soldiers on it? We have got proper soldiers on here. Excellent. We got to the river. So let's get the cavalry, pull them back to near Hanoi. Waiting for the new supplies to kick in. Just pulling them out should improve the supply situation around here quite considerably. What can you have? Oh, it's on that still. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to upgrade the rest of the cavalry divisions yet, purely because they we don't have the supplies for it, sadly. Trucks are fine for the moment. We will get there with these things. When you saw what China's economy was like at the start, we've come a long way since then. Artillery, however, is now lacking, so let's put some more effort into that. Tungsten is something that we should be okay for. And when we can actually afford to upgrade these infantry divisions, we will. We do have some quite decent qualified divisions over here. They're quite experienced. But we'll leave them there for now. Communists contained. Communists, I think that's a good thing. I think it means that we're finding them and dealing with them. Yeah, those guys were going in to help the cavalry. The other thing I guess we can probably do is build some air defences. We can do it on this border because I don't think this border is going to move very fast. However, what would help is if we did advance, if we did go across there, get it to where it's that choke point further west. So we've just developed the new big guns. We're not in 43 yet. Would doing this have any... I don't think this has any particular advantage to us at the moment. No point trying to develop more aircraft. That one, dive brakes, non-strategic materials usage, floats, non-strategic materials usage, flying boat, and flying boat. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Dive brakes, so we can do the... Oh, we were going to improve this, weren't we? Right. Get that on me. Get that going on, I should say. We are supposed to be clicking on that one. And let's get the improved artillery now. The big stuff. So we can knock some heads about. Let's go and generate. Yeah, it's time to upgrade from these. We didn't have them very long. But we're already going into the advanced small airframe. I don't like the graphic for these. I think they look... It looks weird. There is a wing protruding towards us, which loses this perspective a bit, but it looks weird, doesn't it? So, obviously, we're going to have single-engined fighters. We're going to give them... There's nothing in electronics, is there? We don't want defense turrets. Special modules. We want drop tanks for range, because range is an issue around here. We want armor plates, and we would like self-sealing fuel tanks. I'm putting a whole lot on. We want defense. So this is... We have torpedo mountings now. Interesting. That is quite good. But these are fighter weapons. So we're going for... We could go for 4 cannons. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? What does that give me? That gives me... Loses agility, but the air attack goes up by 8. Oh, hang on. We've got air attack 0 at the moment. So that gives me 20. And the heavy machine guns give me 12. At the cost of 0 agility. With a bit of weight. A lot of weight for the cannons, actually. So we're looking at 8 heavy machine guns. We're talking like 50 cals when we're talking about that. An air attack of 24. But it maintains the agility, which is quite nice. I don't think we can put any more on. 2 cannons in the nose. We lose a chunk of agility. But the air attack goes up by quite a bit. Max speed drops a bit. And the weight does go up a lot. I mean, heavy machine guns, they were in use to the end of the war, weren't they? I mean, Thunderbolts, P-51 Mustangs. I don't think we need the cannons. I'm going to try a build with that anyway. And let's go with that. The advanced small airframe does not look like that. Let's put something that looks pretty cool. I like that. That's quite good. I'm going to go with one of those. A production cost of 35. They're new fighters, but they're better fighters.